Boom! We're back, baby. And guess what? We're better than ever. Yes, I know I said Wednesday. I was gonna be back on Wednesday, and even during the trip I was gonna try to throw up some videos for you guys, but man, it just did not work out that way. It did not work out as planned. There were certain things that set us back a couple days, right? Supposed to be back Wednesday, and as a matter of fact, got back on Friday. And there were just certain things that were just out of my control that I couldn't do much about. And got back as soon as we could, man, putting in 15-hour grueling days. Man, my whole neck and back just purple, sunburn. My ears are even sunburned. It was some grueling, ball-busting work, I'll tell you that much. Building decks is not my forte, and yes, that's what I did. Me and my father as a wedding gift. Now, we could have just bought it. We could have just paid someone to do it, but, you know, we thought it would be a nice thing to do, to go down there, you know, even spend some quality time together and do that for her. But there was no time for quality time, and it was just long, hard days. I mean, we went out to eat a couple times, and you know, we spent some time together. It wasn't like all 100% work, but for the most part, like I said, basically 15-hour days, just really, you know, pushing through, trying to get it done, because we had some unexpected things kind of swing our way. And if you guys want me to get more into some of the details, because I have some funny stories, some funny things about the trip that you know, I could share with you guys. And if you want me to, you know, hit me up in the comments. I'll just give you the premise and the long and short of my trip. So, yeah, my sister, she's getting married. She's marrying a woman, and they moved from Brooklyn to North Carolina to this community. It's a tiny house community. Yeah, she planned it out with a builder. They built a tiny house, and it's a really nice tiny house. Don't get me wrong, but there's a community, and it's just all tiny homes. And it's slightly comical. And like I said, I'll share more of the details, maybe you know, an upcoming video when I have a little bit more time to kind of, you know, I don't know, put some different things on the screen and share some things with you guys. But yeah, she moved out there and she really wanted a deck built. And like I said, you know, we could have just paid someone to do it, but we thought it'd be a nice thing for us to you know, go down there and do it ourselves, right? And it turned out really nice. The deck is like, it's bigger than the house, which is really funny. But it turned out pretty nice. Like I said, it's a couple minor setbacks that's the reason why you're not getting a video until today, as opposed to like 3 days ago. But we're back, and we're getting back in this getting back into the swing of things. Now, not a whole lot has happened since I've been gone, really, except Ebony Maw. Ebony Maw has been you know, he's came into the game, and I haven't, and truth be told, honestly, though, the whole time I've been gone, I did the absolute bare minimum in the game. I really had like no time for the game. I wasn't on the chats. I kind of just shut everything down, and it was really nice to have a break from the game, because it could take up a lot of space in your mind and a lot of just time in your life. So I feel refreshed. I definitely do. But we're getting back into it. Now for Ebony Maw, we have a lot of speculation that he is just going to be like a PvP support, or just a support, right? Because on his uniform, he's got, I mean, this is a pretty nice passive, right? I mean, I say this all the time, right? Passives are like gold. They're gold in the game right now, because we don't have a whole lot. We're getting more and more, right, as time goes on, and as we should. But his passive is, now, it's slightly limited, right, to world bosses, because, well, world boss legend, right? We have one blast, and then we have one universal, because his passive is, applies to all allies. It's a damage increase and a damage decrease of 35% for universal type characters. So it'll apply to Null, but it won't apply to Mephisto. So his value just decreases, right, kind of by 35% when you transfer over to playing Mephisto. I guess the good thing for PvP is that that most meta characters are actually universal. We have some, right, like Hulk for Alliance Tournament, Timeline. I use Luke Cage and Daredevil Just the defender's team is very good, and you don't have to really worry about that passive interfering. But Molecule Man, Sentry, Jean Grey's Marvel Girl uniform, and then just any other universal type character. I guess the biggest threats are Sentry and Molecule Man, right? And Silver Surfer too. Can't forget about that guy. So so that passive is definitely going to be very useful for PvP. But a lot of people want to know, like, where's his value for World Boss Legend, more specifically, or maybe even ABX. Honestly, I don't see his value for ABX, but we're gonna push him to the limit for World Boss Legend. And here's the kicker: I got to show you something. Let me cue something up, and because this will, in fact, I think it'll open a lot of doors for Mr. Ebony Maw here. Alrighty, guys, here we go. Okay, I wanted to show this before I got into anything else. I'll show you his build and his skills and all that afterwards. But for this particular story mode, right, this is the ultimate story mode. This is the all war, and for this particular level here, this stage, only elemental damage actually has any effect here. And as per, if you look at Ebony Maw's skills on his tier 3, it says energy attack, which is really strange because all his other skills deal mind damage, which in fact really puts you in a between a rock and a hard place as far as his build, because with Pierce interfering with rage and just decreasing its value, and the way his skills operate, I have an energy on him right now. And it's rather difficult to proc, and that's what we're going to do. We're going to do, between energy and judgment, and see, what actually works better. But characters that deal that don't deal elemental damage, or any skills that don't deal elemental damage, won't have any effect here. So, his tier 3 shouldn't deal any damage, right? And that's what we're going to do. I charge it up, and all we're going to do is hit the tier 3 skill. It deals damage. It just annihilated everything on the screen there, right? Now here, look, I'll put in Loki. Now only Loki's one skill has chill damage, but if you look, I'm hitting all of his other skills. Right? It says non-elemental damage, right? That's what it says right there. But if I hit his one skill, he kills some mobs there, right? So, I don't know if that's a typo, that's some kind of bug. Not sure what's going on, but we'll have to wait to hear some stuff from the devs. To see exactly what's going on, but as of right now, I'm going to do the testing and see what's going on, because like I said, it could be the way his skills operate. You have a slight delay on 4 and 3 before you can cancel in the other skills. So playing him with an energy it's tough. It's definitely tough. And, I'm going to try to demonstrate and show, do my best here. But, like, if I cancel 4 right away into 2, you don't have any effect from 4. But if I wait a second and then go into 2, you see the tornado there? 5 is an immediate cancel. You can cancel 5 right away, and you get the boulder coming down. Right, where it's a huge delay. It's a crazy delay on that boulder. And then the same with the 3. So if I go 3 into 2, right, nothing from 3. But if I go 3, wait until he starts rising up a little bit, you get that circle, right? That circle effect there. So essentially, you'd want to cancel all his skills, right? You want to cancel one and the other to actually get as many hits as possible, to get as much damage as possible. But it's like I said, you have to imagine having that slight delay on 4 and 3, trying to cancel another skill. You're going to be missing procs left and right. So you gotta. You might have to instant cancel and lose the actual effect from the skill in order, if you're playing with a proc, in order to really, get as much damage as possible, or just to keep things proper. And it seems like playing with a proc, you want to, because you can cancel his tier 3, and you can cancel it right away, and then you can cancel it when the eyes appear. But playing with a proc, you obviously, you can't do the delay cancel on it. So, it seems like you just want to proc on his tier 3. But playing him with, a judgment or rage type proc is going to be what you want to do, unless they go ahead and they change some things with the skills, and they make it an immediate cancel on the 4 and 3, which would open, some more doors. But let's go ahead let's go ahead and see where this boy stands. We're gonna take him into null. Actually, here, first off, let me just show you his build. So I threw 8 Odin's Blessings on him. Honestly, I was even a little hesitant of doing that because, as you guys know, I go ahead, I'll throw like 12 Odin's Blessings on a character. I build them all the way up, and then it's like, okay, this character is really not worthy of that kind of build, and I'm just ripping them off him and just wasting crystals, and it definitely gets expensive after a while. But here's his build. I have 8 Odin's Blessings. All his skills are capped, so the secondary stat on the focus is actually beneficial, but other than that, he doesn't really need anything else. He's got a fully awakened Power of Angry Hulk, and he has a Mighty Energy with 5% beatdown. And it's got a lot of Ignore Dodge. And here's the thing with his skills. He doesn't have any Ignore Dodge. Not even on his Tier 3, which is really, really strange. Why they wouldn't give this guy any Ignore Dodge is kind of a bummer. But other than that, he really doesn't have a lot of buffs. The only buffs he has are on his 5th skill. It's a 50%, right? All attack, all defense. 1 speed, 1 crit rate, which is another bummer. Like, come on, man, you couldn't give him the 40% crit rate? Come on, dude. But let's go ahead and let's see how this guy operates with the energy. Let's see what we can do. And then we're going to throw a Mighty Judgment on him and see how these compare. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. This is going to be stage 35. And this is the team up we're going to be running with. We're going to give him some more Ignore Dodge, right? He's got 44% on the that Mighty Energy, which is really high for the Mighty Energies because they're so hard to roll, and it seems like whenever you get 200 proc and you get the amount of beatdown or all attack you want, it's got really low Ignore Dodge, and God forbid you go ahead and roll that. So we're giving them Proxima Lead plus Raven support and these strikers here, and we're gonna see what this man can do. The rest of the Black Order have been able to do the quick and dirty within like a minute. Some of them even faster. But after we do this, we're going to throw the Judgment on them, and we're going to make that comparison. So let's rock and roll. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to try this again. We're going to try Mr. Ebony Maw again because we had a missed proc, and I just feel like it wasn't the smoothest run. But you know what? It seems like you're always going to have some missed procs somewhere. And if you want to try to, like, you could try to take your chances, get the animation on 3 here, right? Because like I said, I would not try to get do like 5, 4, 3, like 5 cancel, 4 delay cancel, 3 delay cancel, and then 2. No way. You're gonna want to end on either 3 or 4. Like 5, 3, 4, and you could do the delay cancel on either 3 or 4, but even then you're still taking your chances of missing some procs there. Wow. Okay, nice. Thank you, Mo. And we got the proc. You can totally tell by the bars dropping. We got the proc, but we're gonna get trapped up. No avoiding that. Reactivated the proc. Come on, don't hit me with the blade too. Just couldn't get away in time, man. We're gonna get frozen. Dude, come on, man. Seriously. Yikes. Can we release? Okay, that might be a good thing there, because we got to wait for the cooldown on 5 anyways. Alright, here we go. Alright, we got it. We got the proc, ladies and gentlemen. We got the proc. See the eyes. I see the bars flying. And we just keep getting crowd control like a... And we missed the proc. We missed the proc. Of course we did. There's always going to be a missed proc somewhere. I'm telling you that. I'm telling you that much. We got it. We got it. Okay, so it's like the same exact time. Actually, this time was a little bit slower. The first run was faster. 3:45. Had I not missed that proc, it would probably be at about the same time. All right, so that's where he's clocking in with in energy. Now, I really think if the judgment, if it actually works, right? If it works on his tier 3, because most of his damage is on his tier 3, and if it works on his tier 3, then I think he's gonna be, his time's gonna, it's gonna stack up there. So let me find one. I got a few Mighty Judgments here, like this one. This is actually a really nicely rolled judgment here. So you know what? Maybe I'll throw that one on him. I'll throw this one on him, and let's see what this boy can do. But you know, the ignore dodge is, you know, it's gonna hurt him for sure. I mean, it's almost 45% ignore dodge that he's gonna be losing out on just by not having this energy on. And at that stage, you can't give him any. There aren't any ignore dodge strikers available. So let me go ahead. Let me make this swap, and we'll be back. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Mr. Ebony Maw. Oh, here we go. All right, let me show you what I did, because I actually had to. I had to increase his build a little bit. I had to bob and weave, make some changes, and this is what I did. So I actually went ahead and I amplified all 5 slots on 2 of his gears, because 2 of them only had 4 slots. And because here's the thing, right? Energy gives you crit damage, and the one gave him like 44% crit damage. So I had to change his 4th gear option to crit damage, and he's actually undercapped on crit rate and crit damage. 4th gear option was crit rate, and now it's crit damage. So therefore, I had to give him, I gave him 3 of the crit damage energy attack Odin's Blessings, and then I gave him 1 regular 6-star crit damage Uru. Okay, so now he has, let's see, 3, 6, 9, 10, 11. He's got 11 Odin's Blessings now. So his build is increased by, you know, a little bit, because, you know, with Judgment, right, if they don't get buffs to crit rate, typically crit rate, you don't expect to get a crit damage buff. Not many characters actually get a crit damage buff, but he only gets 1% to crit rate. So, I mean, I could go ahead and I could change his last uniform option to crit rate, but I'm gonna leave it as all attack for right now. So let's go ahead. Let's see if in fact he can keep up with other members of the Black Order. What we'll probably do is, I don't know, maybe I'll bring like Call in, because Call has he has a mighty energy, and Supergiant and Proxima here, they both have brilliance, and Corvus has a rage, and we all know what's happening with rage. So Call would be the only member that I could, you know, compare on equal terms. Although maybe I'll run Proxima as well and see where she is stacking up there. So let's go ahead. Let's charge up this this type here. And yeah, I've never ran this guy with a, wow. Okay, so he's definitely doing quite a bit more damage here. All right. When you see the eyes there, you can cancel the other skills. We got trapped up there. Okay, so we just, I mean, you could tell it's way more damage. He's doing way more damage. Okay, don't get frozen. Yeah. Wow. Wowzers. I don't know. Can we take him down here? Can we take him down? Can we take him down to Funky Town? Dude, he is destroying this. He's destroying this. I'm gonna go. Dude, a minute. A minute. It took this man a minute. And that was literally my first time playing with a Judgment proc. So I have to imagine, you know, as you get more reps and you get more practice in, you're gonna get better with the rotation. You know, so, you know, a little bit better with the nuance. You know, with timing, with certain skills, so on and so forth. But now for the real test. So I mean, that's very good. That is very, very good at this stage. But let's see how he stacks up to other members of the Black Order, ladies and gentlemen. All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We're taking the beast from the east into Null, doing the quick and dirty. See how he stacks up. Man, it's kind of weird without the background noise. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with it. It just wants to cut out. It's like all day. That's what it's been doing. It's like it's there and then it's not there. So let's see. Go 6. We go 4, 5, and then 3, and watch some bars flying. Watch some bars flying. Yeah, we're just gonna get trapped up. That seems to be the thing to do there. Okay, nice. Yeah, I tried. I tried to run, but it just ain't happening. Can he take him down here? Can he take him down? Close. There we go. We got it. Okay. 415 for Mr. Call. He is just very efficient for doing the quick and dirty. And here, this is what I'll do. I'll show you Call's build real quick, and then we'll take Proxima in, and we'll see where she is at this stage in the game. So he's got 12 Odin's Blessings. He's got a fully awakened Isolate set, and he's got a Mighty Energy with 5% beatdown. But here's the thing, Call actually has ignored dodge, right? Yeah, he has 40% ignored dodge, so he's getting well over 100% ignored dodge on his skills. And let's see where his. So he's capped on everything but crit rate, but I'm pretty sure he gets a crit rate buff. Why they didn't give Ebony a crit rate buff? So it's not on 5. Is it on 4? Is it on 3? Yeah, he gets a crit rate buff on 3. So let's take Proxima in and see where Proxima's at. Oh, and you know what? There's some strikers in there that only are for energy attack. I realize that. So honestly, it's not going to make that much of a difference, but I don't know. I could change that. Just one of those things you don't necessarily pay attention to. But Proxima has a brilliant. And a very good build. And so I have to imagine she is going to be fast. She's going to be very fast. She's going to get this done like lickety split. She could do stage 44 in like a minute. The quick and dirty. But yeah, look at this. This is insane. She's so fast at this. 2, 1. There we go. Boom. Okay. 422. Now if if Ebony had a brilliant, yeah, he would definitely be closer. It'd probably speed him up to about the same time as Proxima. That's pretty much what brilliance would actually do. It's usually like 15-20 seconds on the quick and dirty, depending on what stage you're on. On this stage, I would imagine, yeah, it's like 15-20 seconds. So it seems like to my testing, right? And if they keep the so okay, here's the confusing thing, right? Because on his tier 3 skill it says energy. It does not say mind, so I bet there's a lot of people that are apprehensive about actually putting a judgment on him, because what a judgment does, it enhances, elemental damage. That's what it does, right? It says increases damage to all element damage, right, by 200%. That's the proc. And this says energy, so you're like, what the heck? What the heck's going on? His skills really don't work with a proc, with an energy proc. So you want that judgment on him. And as you can see, the judgment is just much better, right? And like I said, that was my first time running him with the judgment, so I have to imagine that he could probably push to another 5-10 seconds. Just if I played him for like 10 minutes just doing the quick and dirty, and I would imagine I could speed that up about 5-10 seconds. So he's on par. In my opinion, he seems like he's on par. He's a little bit behind. He's like a little bit behind the rest of the Black Order, but he's still very good. And he has his support passive on his as his uniform effect. But he's not super. It doesn't seem like he's super meta. He's not super duper meta. Does he have value for PvP? I don't know that yet. I don't know if it's going to be anything more than just a PvP support. But if you like Ebony Maw, I'd say yeah, sure, go ahead and build him. Give him a judgment. Although I really hope that they change this to mind. Right? If it's supposed to operate that way, why it wouldn't operate that way? I don't know. But this should be mine. So devs, please go ahead and just change that to mine, just to put everybody's minds at ease. So people can go ahead and put a judgment on them and not think like, okay, maybe that wasn't intended, and maybe they're actually going to take the mind damage off of that. So you have a judgment on them, and now it's not going to work. I have to imagine if they do that, they would have to compensate in some way, at least just compensate you the amount of crystals to actually take a judgment off them. So, or if a mighty judgment, or even a brilliant. So, 6, 8, or 1,500 crystals, depending on what you actually have on them. That would be my speculation there. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen. So you saw it. You saw it here first. I would not put a proc on them. Judgment would be, in my opinion, and like I said, hopefully, nothing changes with that, and it still does the damage, right? It still does the damage, even though it says energy. And if they do change it, they would have to compensate. Like for me personally, I would want compensation because I went into story mode and I tested it and it actually did damage. Now here's the thing, like comparing him and Call, for me, Call, he's not very good after the 30 bars. Even with SFX on, he's just not very good. His third skill constantly gets interrupted by Null, so all that damage is lost, and you got to wait for that next rotation. So it's like, you know, you kind of have to proc on 5, but then you're losing a lot of damage. So Call, he struggles for me against Null. He definitely struggles for me. So I would say if I did the whole run, maybe I'll do another video where I'm doing the whole run for a couple of these members. I would say Ebony would definitely 100% clear Null faster doing the whole run, not just doing the quick and dirty. That's my opinion there. So I like him. I think he's strong. He's definitely strong. If he's getting down, if he's doing the quick and dirty in a minute, there's not many characters that could do it in a minute. It's basically like, you know, the Black Order and you know, Moonstone and Mephisto. Actually, I'd have to look to double check, but there aren't many. There are not many that can do it that fast. So he is strong. He's thumbs up in my book. I was apprehensive just because of, you know, from things that I was hearing about actually giving him any Odin's blessings. I wasn't going to give him any Odin's blessings, and you know how I do. I wasn't going to give him any. I'm glad I did though, and I'm going to leave those on him because he's getting 2 thumbs up in my books, guys. So there it is. I'm going to leave it there. But hey, listen, it's good to be back. It's good to be back. I got to run now. I got some things to do, but I'll be back with some more videos, and I'm going to try to, well, if you guys want to see, right, hit me up in the comments if you want to see, you know, maybe, I don't know, you know, like, you know, I was going to try to do like a vlog type thing, but it would have been very difficult for me to try to manage that while actually, you know, accomplishing what I wanted to accomplish there, you know, i.e. building that deck. It wouldn't have worked out. But I have some pictures and I have, you know, some stories and things like that. So if you guys want to see that, hear that, let me know in the comments. So until next time, guys, you stay tuned, you stay breezy, but most of all, friend, you stay safe out there now. Peace.